Another season of Soo Greyhound hockey is upon us. The Greyhounds have started preparations for what they hope will be an exciting season. My guest is the new head coach of the Soo Greyhounds, who's a familiar face. Mike Stapleton is back after a little hiatus in the American League. Mike, welcome back. And I guess, first of all, just tell us a little bit about your impressions of the training camp. From everything we've seen and heard, it's been very competitive, and the coach is happy, and that's always a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, the kids came in. They were in great shape, which is a good start. And with all the bodies we had, it made for a competitive camp. And with all the kids gone at pro camp, is making the exhibition pretty exciting. So, and some of the kids are planning to, stay here, and so it's made everything a little bit different and exciting.
I was interested to read your comments when you came back after going to the American League. You were hired as the head coach. It sounded like you really miss Sault Ste. Marie and you're thrilled to be back. Is that the case?
It is. I mean, we talked and I followed it all last year. I mean, I'd check the newspapers and read the articles. And, the kids, I have two boys that, had a lot of great friends here. And, it's like we've left and come back and haven't missed a beat. I mean, the kids are busy with their friends, and, Laura's up to speed with the kids' hockey. So it's been pretty whirlwind 3 weeks for us.
How was the change going to the American League and dealing with so-called professionals and now coming back to deal with kids?
No, you know what? The only difference is that they're a little bit older, and it's, when they leave the rink, they're on their own. And some of the things that hopefully I can teach to these kids is that, when you play at the next level, it's a lot of self-discipline. There's a lot of time on your hands. And but I truly enjoyed what I was doing last year, and I was a real unexpected phone call from Kyle when he called and asked, and I was very excited to, have the opportunity to come back.
Quite the season of change in Sault Ste. Marie. New coach, new general manager, some new players. Does that make you a little nervous, or is that an exciting thing?
I mean, I think I've always had butterflies in my stomach, and it's the opportunity that looks you straight ahead. So it's we've made a lot of changes, and hopefully the changes are for good. And Kyle's had quite a busy summer and had some curveballs thrown at him, but I think he's done a tremendous job handling them and dealing with them, and hopefully we'll benefit from it.
There seems to be some good optimism about the talent that's in here. Let's talk a little bit about some of the guys that stood out in training camp, and I know a lot of people are excited about Darnell Nurse, the Hounds' first-round pick. What are your impressions of him?
I mean, he is a big, strong kid and plays the game hard, and we've noticed that in training camp. He stood up and laid some people out, and the greatest thing, he has a head on his shoulder, and he looks for the outlet pass, and he's only going to go up and up and up, and we've already had our first exhibition game, and he looked real good in the exhibition game, so hopefully he can step in and be a big contributor.
The goaltending seems to be set as well. You've got an overage and a young kid, which is kind of a good combination. Murray's played well last year, Perugini's played well. How will you ride that boat?
Well, I mean, they'll figure it out in training camp. Who's playing the better will run with the ball early, and so they'll dictate what happens by their play, and so we'll just see how that plays out in the next couple weeks.
What kind of team would you like to see on the ice? I know I've read your comments that you like a hard-working team, but you also want it to be exciting. Is that what the fans can expect?
Well, I mean, you always say hard-working, but I want a smart, hard-working team. You can work hard and get not much accomplished, but I want them to think the game through, and instead of just working hard, but working smart and saving some energy here and there, and hopefully we can work that through. But I mean, we play in a division that's going to be extremely hard this year. There's some quality teams on our side, so it's going to be a heck of a challenge for us. But I think all the kids are excited for it.
On a personal note, having been here as an assistant to Denny, now coming back, knowing what the city's like, being under the microscope, how passionate they are here, is that a settling fact for you? Are you a little more at ease?
No, I mean, the people are passionate about their hockey here, and we understood that when we came back, and I guess that goes with the territory, and but they love their Greyhounds, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I mean, a lot of people have opinions, and that's what it's all about. I mean, makes the world go around, and I mean, hopefully we don't have to hear that, but that's going to be determined how we play.
All right, the Soo Greyhounds open their season September 24th when they take on the Bulls in Belleville. For Shaw TV, I'm Gino Cavallo.